Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Leo in the sign of Scorpio. So Scorpio goes from the 19th of October through to the 19th of November, including the cusp, of course. So we're just going to have a look for you, Leo, what's coming up. Energy around your situation is the Nine of Wands. So yeah, a lot of effort's been put in for you, Leo. A lot of effort. Fire sign, fire with the wands. 9 is completion. So you're almost there. You've almost finished the marathon. It's been a marathon. Physical energy is usually wands too. And sometimes when we're almost there, we just think, oh my God, I can't stand it. It's just got to end. But there's something deep inside us, usually our intuition and our soul, that says, yeah, well, come on, you're not going to quit just before you're nearly finished. You've got to keep going. So whatever this is to you, Leo, just know that you're nearly there. You're nearly there. But physically, especially, and energy-wise, it's quite, yeah, it's really exhausting. Okay. This is where you are right now, Leo. Yeah, and the end is near the world. So a very successful completion of a cycle. I say successful because any cycle that's completed, is really successful. Whether it be for good or for bad, it's a great thing to sort of come and get the world right there where you are right now, Leo. So it's a successful cycle completed. So what's next? That's what this card begs you to start sort of imagining. What am I going to do next? I've got through that. Oh my God, thank God. Let's see how you got there. The start, so it's on your path. So when it's on your path, you just have to go through it. Some people don't. They avoid, they delay, they use all sorts of tactics not to sort of move through situations, especially difficult ones. But the star sort of gives you hope and light. And it's just there. It's just that magical story of life, really. You push on through. No matter what, you just keep going. And there's always that hope and faith at the end, no matter how hard it's been. You know that it can't stay forever in whatever cycle it's been in, particularly if it's been difficult. It also talks about people in your life as well, or whoever or whatever crosses your path, is how I interpret the star. The background, yes, taking your personal power back. So this is a card of definitely, it's the card that sort of teaches us to say no when we mean no, rather than just going along with the flow and not wanting to disturb other people or make a ruction. Or it's just like saying, no, actually, I can't do that today, sorry. And whatever this situation has been as well, especially with that Nine of Wands, that, almost there card, it's like, yeah, perhaps in the last couple of weeks you have been forced to take your power back because it was the only way that you could see fit to get through the situation. Instead of saying yes all the time to things that you didn't agree with, you've decided to say a big fat no. And you've realised the power in taking your power back. It is powerful because then you notice that people will go, oh, okay. And then automatically you feel a lot better because you feel like you're not being dragged along with something that you don't agree with, or it just doesn't sit well with you. Recent influences. 3 of Coins. Working very hard card, this one. It's a hard-working card. It's a card of potential. It's a potential moving up, moving forward, having made a decision. I always call this the spiritual learning card because it is, even though it's coins and it's earth, it's about moving through situations, getting through it, and the actual meaning is deeper than what you think it is, no matter what it may be. It may seem trivial, but just, for example, taking your power back is a spiritual learning card because if you've always said yes to everything, you suddenly say no. People sit up and take notice and think, oh, and therefore it's a lot more free-flowing. And 3s always represent sort of growth and expansion, you know, just opening up that world for you, opening up your path for you, not being restricted in just sitting there and doing nothing and not moving in any compartment of your life. So it's a wonderful card. Also for work people, yeah, it's just about doing well with work and just working hard and being a team player, you know, adapting to the circumstances. The lesson, the Four of Cups. So there's this Four of Cups. So this is also a card of emotion. So yeah, there might be a feeling during the Scorpio time, Leo, where it's just, oh, I've got everything, but I'm still not happy. I'm well provided for, but I'm disconnected. I'm unhappy. I can't feel the joy. And sometimes we need to go through that sort of, it's almost like a empty phase. It feels like emptiness, sitting in emptiness and being surrounded by everything you could possibly want or need, or having everyone around you that you love, but you still have that empty, lingering feeling of, oh my God, no, I'm still not happy. I went and bought a whole heap of new things and I just threw them in the cupboard and it didn't make me happy at all. So it's about sort of being introspective and looking within and thinking, well, yeah, okay, well, yeah, this is a temporary feeling, Four of Cups. But I guess in the Scorpio time, because it is water, we kind of tend to bob around in the water sometimes and we don't move very much. But that's a good thing about the water signs. Sometimes it can either rush and gush or it can just be stagnant and still. So this is probably the stagnant and still one, Leo, where you just sort of sit there and you tread water and you just, you know, you kind of get a bit of gratitude for what you have got. Because very soon this will pass as well. But sometimes we need to sort of just be still. And emotionally, especially. Near future, the King of Coins. So there we are, doing really well. King of Coins is the mentor. This may be a male in your life in terms of a mentor at work or just your partner or somebody, you know, that you really look up to and listen to. His advice is usually comes from great experience of ups and downs and highs and lows. So he's a very dependable chap. I often see him as the father figure too. What he would go, fathers normally guide with very few words, but when what they say has impact. So he's coming in sort of as we move into Scorpio, so that will keep you sort of, and this is for Taurus as well, so the opposite of the Scorpio. So it's about, you know, seeking out help or you know, just having that mentor. Usually it's very much a male. I always see him as all male. He just is, but he's great. And I find him very positive because he has real experience. So that's coming in as we move into Scorpio. So that's really good for you. And if you need to consult this sort of person, do so, because you'll get a short, sharp answer, but it will make sense. What's happening that you're not realising? The Ace of Cups. So, yeah, it's sort of a match, a collision of souls, of like-minded souls. But also it can talk about, not just with people, it can talk about, you know, paths that you want to follow, something that you really love doing, something that will emotionally sustain you. But I like to, and I think most of us, especially the females, we like to think, oh, maybe I'm going to meet someone really amazing who's going to sort of really resonate with me, and we just sort of get on, and it's an amazing spark. So it's really nice because this sort of gives us hope again and sort of gives us that energy that we've been feeling a lack of, perhaps, Leo, this month. So good. And obviously too, sometimes this can talk about new life coming in. So it can be conception, in fact, or the near, if your female's pregnant, the imminent arrival of a child. So it's an amazing card. So whichever way, all you Leos that listen in, whichever way that means to you, it's a very positive, fabulous emotional card, especially to get in Scorpio, because I think it's a water card, so we're more sort of It's more uplifting and cleansing, that one. How others see you, Leo. Yeah, 8 of coins, so doing really well, working really hard. The Master card, this one, so really doing something that you love and being recognised for it, but also, you know, just having that ongoing ethic of, yeah, things are going well, I'm working hard, I'm getting results, I feel I'm happy with what I'm doing. Yeah, things get difficult sometimes, but this is a beautiful card, and this is how others see you, Leo. So it's all about the money too. It's all about gathering, but underlying money, because we don't want to appear too greedy. It's about, you know, putting in lots of effort to get the optimum out of what you're doing, and this is how your peers and your people see you. Positive feelings, strength, and Leo's card itself. So this is the Father energy once again, whether he's with us or whether he's in spirit. For all of us, once again, his words are pure, they're very few, and they just have impact. But I always call this card, accept the challenge. Don't run away from the challenge, accept it. And yeah, it's like any new challenge accepted, or any challenge in life that presents itself. It's, you know, the fear factor comes in because it's the unknown, but then we stand up and say, and a lot of Leos are indeed like this, they will go for the challenge. They'll go, yep, I'm going to take that because I don't know where it's going to take me. It'll probably take me out of my comfort zone, but I'm going to go in there and I'm going to learn. And I'm going to see how I react to it. And it's good because I feel like it's the right thing. So accept that challenge, and this is your card, so it's fabulous. Go forth in Scorpio season, Leos. You'll be doing well. It doesn't matter what happens. Just make sure you accept challenges rather than be fearful of it, of the outcome. And then we have the King of Wands. So there he is. So the King of Wands is a very powerful energy. He talks about having that foresight. He sort of looks, if you look at him, he looks out towards the horizon. He's a real fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. He likes to sort of look long and far. He's very creative. He sells things on to other people. He's a mover and a shaker. So if he comes into your life, he kind of shakes things up, and you will love it, Leo, because he's sort of one of your fire people. So, and then moving into Sagittarius energy at the 19th of November on, then he's going to come in really handy for you, because he's just all about, you know, lights and come on, let's do this. He's a PR person as well. He knows how to sort of G people up and get people interested in what's coming next. Very creative. Very progressive, very fast moving. Alternately, he could be a person that comes into your life, but he's here and there. He's a businessman, he flies around, he's here 1 week, he's gone the next. But that's just his mode, and that's how he likes it. And if it's just yourself, well, it's easy for you to hook onto this because it's part of you, Leo. I think the only card we need to really... Yeah, we'll put an additional card on the 8 of Swords, because that's taking your personal power back. Especially for certain Leos that I know, I think this card, this is really important for them. They know who they are. And the 4 of Cups, the lesson. And I think that's it, because everything else is good for you. Okay, so let's see, Leo, what's underneath the surface of this taking your power back? Oh my God. Especially that person I was talking about, that I was doing this for specifically. I'm doing it for everyone, but this person, it's the Mother card. It's the Empress. It's abundance. It's about standing up. It's about really taking the power back for her, for the female, for the feminine, for the mothers. So you have all the right things that you're fighting for, Leo. This is really important for yourself and for your mother. And it's wonderful. And it does create abundance because it teaches a lot of people a lot of things about this card. It's just you can do it. Don't sit back and just do nothing. You speak up for yourself. Take your power back. What a fabulous card. I love it, Leo. Okay, so let's have a look in the lesson. Let's have a look underneath the Four of Cups, which was that sort of discontent, just flat energy and emotions we have under the surface. The Fool. So new beginnings. So yeah, you sit there, you tread water in the middle of the lake. There's no wind. You're just stuck there. You can't go anything but tread water and sort of go within that emotional depths of yourself. And you come up with a new way to look at things. The Fool brings in new journeys, but it also brings in new perspectives of looking at things, and sort of, especially having taken your power back there too, Leo. You sort of, there's energy there to just go, right, I've taken that back and now I've got this new beginning and I'm going to run with that. No matter what happens, there'll be risk, there'll be everything, but that's how I'm going to conduct myself. It's a lease of life, new lease of life. That's really fabulous, Leo. I'm so pleased for those clarifications. Now I'm just going to get your put a reading card message. Loving kindness. When we feel loving kindness towards others, it not only makes us feel loved and cared for, but it also helps to develop inner happiness and peace. Dalai Lama said that. Loving kindness is the distilled essence of your love, pure love. As you open your heart, you are able to love the unlovable, bring joy to sadness, faith to doubt, and light to darkness. And I just love that for you, Leo, for this season, because it has been a difficult time, but you're triumphing over difficulties and you've taken your power back, and you just, and then, just getting through stuff. Not avoiding it, going straight through the middle. Thanks so much for listening, Leo. Have a great Scorpio season.